Hey YouTubers, this is your boy Amari Points here, bringing you the latest movie review. So today I'm doing my newest movie review on the newest Netflix original movie, Extraction, starring Chris Hemsworth and David Harbour. So the movie is basically about Tyler, who plays this mercenary played by Chris Hemsworth, who is on a mission to bring this kid back to gangster's to his father, and he kind of like they kind of run into so many obstacles along the way, which is crazy. Lots of bad guys are after this kid, and he is definitely on the most wanted list. Him and Tyler. The kid and Tyler, of course. But I had to say, I enjoyed this movie so much. It was full of action and full of like epic car chasing scenes. There was a few scenes that I didn't like, but I will get to that eventually. But let me tell you, this movie was produced by the Russo brothers, who also did Avengers, Endgame, and many other MCU movies. It's great to see that they're stepping out of the MCU. Hang on. It's great to see that they're stepping out of the MCU and working on a bunch of new, different projects. And let me tell you, Chris Hemsworth, I know he's Thor in the MCU, but him playing this epic action star, it is just, he is perfect as Tyler. Chris, I don't know if you're watching, but amazing job in this movie. You are one heck of a talented actor for sure. Keep on doing what you do, man. And all in all, it's amazing to see him do a lot of fight scenes and seeing him go back and forth with these bad guys, breaking arms and all that, and many other stuff. And I don't know who the kid is that played him. I don't know who the actor was that played the kid, but he also did an amazing job too. It was nice to see that him and Chris Hemsworth's character were bonding and seeing how they could relate to each other. We also get to see more of Chris Hemsworth's character's past and why he is the man he is today. But we don't get to see much of his past. Just little flashes here and there. But it was interesting to see how the kid and him bonded and how they were like discussing about life and many other things, because it seems like they really did have some pretty good chemistry in the movie. Because, well, at first the movie did pick up a little bit slow, but as it progressed, it got really fast, really fast paced and full of action moments, especially with the car scenes. You could tell like they're really doing everything they can to make this epic scene full of action. And the Russo brothers, it was nice to see them again doing other projects that are out of the MCU, because we've known them for all the stuff they did with the Marvel Cinematic Universe. But now with Extraction, we see them doing a lot. We see them doing a lot of interesting scenes in this movie. And there was also a fight between David Harbour's character and Chris Hemsworth's character. So yeah, I can't tell you which part of the movie that happens, but you'll have to see for yourself to see what is all the fuss about, because I can't spoil it for you guys. Just picture Thor and kind of like David Harbour going like all out. Just picture that in your head. Yes. But all in all, guys, this was just one of those epic movies that definitely the Russo brothers really stepped up their game in. I was just sitting on my bed watching this movie. I could not take my eyes off this movie one bit because it was that good of a movie. This Netflix original movie was hands down the most perfect movie I have ever seen. And plus, again, Chris Hemsworth, one hell of an action star. And it was nice to see him doing a bunch of fight scenes and tons of other stuff in this movie that I enjoyed. I'm looking forward to seeing him in more stuff like this. I mean, he really is stepping out of the MCU and doing a bunch of amazing projects this time. Yeah, and that's it for my rant. On to the positives and negatives. First off are the positives. The first positive is definitely the action scenes. Definitely this one action scene with the car chase and everything, and seeing how the Russo brothers made it look so real, and how they're trying, how Tyler and the kid are trying to get away from the bad guys. That was just real. You could tell that the Russo brothers did one heck of a job recording that scene, because it's definitely one of those scenes that you will make you feel like you're a part of the action. I know I felt the same way when I watched it, for sure, because it was that good of a scene that made me feel like I was a part of it. Another thing, the chemistry between Chris Hemsworth and the kid, that is just really good. They're in one scene, they're just discussing about life and how, like, what to do when this is all over, and basically they just formed an unlikely bond that basically no one could break. It was nice to see that. At first, I really didn't see them having a bond, but now when I watched the whole movie, it was clear that they were going to have a really unlikely friendship that I knew would be really good. A second positive is that, well, the Russo brothers produced this movie, and after seeing them outside of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, I'm looking forward to seeing what their next project is going to be, because it's nice to see them stepping out of Marvel and doing some really interesting projects that really take a peak in everyone's interest. I know they did 21 Bridges. I didn't get to see that, but this movie tops that one for sure. It looks like it's definitely a movie that everyone will want to enjoy, and if you don't, and there's a lot of killing of kids in this movie, if you don't like seeing that, I recommend don't watch it. Just don't watch it if you don't like it, because I know it will scar most people. And another positive is the director who directed this movie, I can't remember, did an amazing job on this movie. He was also the choreographer for Avengers Endgame and many other movies that I can't remember right now. He made sure that this was going to be one heck of a movie that everyone was going to enjoy. For sure, he did. I am actually happy that I got the chance to see this movie and enjoy all the exciting action scenes. And on to the negatives. The one negative that bothered me was when Chris Hemsworth was fighting this other assassin that was after the kid and in the streets, because there was this one car, as most of you saw in the trailers and everything, there was this one car that went by. It kind of took away from all the action. And basically that could have been better if they just timed that one scene, because I think that if they made sure the car didn't pass by, we would have seen more of the action and many other things, because that kind of really took away from all the stuff. No lie, it did. And another thing is David Harbour's character. He wasn't in it that much. I think if he was in it this much, that would have been good too. But but to be honest, they they really should have put more of him in this movie, because it seems like he was just one of those main characters that practically no one really cared about. And that's just my opinion on it. That's just my opinion on it. But again, he should have been in the movie more instead of just for one time just to save Chris Hemsworth's character. I know that was the main importance, but still, it would have been nice to see him more in this movie. And that's it for my positives and negatives. Onto the rating. I give I give Extraction a solid B plus, because I really did enjoy this movie. Seeing Chris Hemsworth's character bond with the kid, that was just phenomenal. And all the other action scenes in this movie were straight up perfect, except for that one scene I told you guys about. That, I think it could have been better if they just, well, made sure the car wasn't coming by. And the Russo brothers who produced this movie, they did a great job along with the director. They made sure this was going to be one of those action movies that where the mercenary gets the kid to the extraction point and makes it home safe. That's just a great action movie full of moments. And again, Chris Hemsworth, a great actor, hands down the best actor I've ever seen. I am looking forward to seeing what other projects he does in the near future, and having a good time with all his projects. And all in all, just a phenomenal movie that I think everyone who loves action movies will have to check this out. And that's it for my movie review. Don't forget to like, comment down below on what you thought of the movie if you've seen it. Subscribe and share with everyone you know. And be sure to press the notification bell at the bottom of my video to get notified when my next movie review is going to be. And be sure to follow me on the Stardust app at Amari106 for my latest movie/trailer reaction. I will see you all soon. Take care and God bless. See you guys. Peace.